done with fake people. I'm fucking done with lies and tricks and all that shit that people keep putting out there. I'm here to make a fucking stand for reality, for stand for fucking truth, a stand for fucking beyond the pale, man. It's time to get authentic. It's time to get sincere. It's time to get real. It's time to put the cards on the fucking table and get real about the lives that we're living. And this is an opportunity to fucking the truth. You see what I'm saying? And if you're too fucking stupid and fucking retarded and fucking out of your mind to understand what's going on here, then that's an opportunity for you to look closely and look deeply. And I don't give a fuck about these other people here watching. I'm talking to you, Shiva. I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Also,
Let's see.
Shiva, I would recommend, or I would invite you to put the Discord. I would invite you to pin the Discord rather than the PayPal, because the likelihood of people donating naturally through the PayPal when it's pinned is very, very low.
Okay, I will
My
do that.
experience, yeah. But the
I'll do,
Discord, they might be curious to then join.
okay, I'll do that in like 5 minutes or
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Okay, let's freaking do this. Let's give some offerings. Let's.
This is fucking real shit. This is the realest fucking shit you ever seen in your life. And I don't care who the fuck you are and what the fuck you think. If you're not willing to put your cards on the table, you ain't gonna win, motherfucker. Life's a gamble, and if you don't play, you ain't gonna win. I
Wow.
gave my life for this shit. I gave my life for the spiritual path, okay? And you motherfucker you come in here and judge me. You act like you know me. You act like you know what I'm about. You act like you know who I am. You don't know fucking shit. You're another American retard. Another American idiot. This ain't a green day. This is a rainbow day, motherfucker. This is a day of truth. This is a day of healing. Light that incense. Light that incense. Burn that fire, the fire of fucking truth.
Yeah, we're here. We're just celebrating. We're vibing. We're two spiritual wise guys sitting in a room, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. Um,
This is the fucking problem that people have. They think there's a fucking game. They think that this is a game of fucking life, a game of fucking sorry, a game of fucking clue or who or what. He was the man in the bedroom with the clock tower. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck this is. You haven't investigated your life. You haven't investigated reality. You haven't looked deeply. You haven't sacrificed. You haven't put your life on the line for meditation, for spirituality. You wouldn't know real spirituality if it fucking shoved its whole fucking foot up your ass. You'd say, "What's going on here?"
Life is a game, and you have to put things on the line if you want to move forward. Or I don't know, what was your quote? But
You ain't gonna win if you don't gamble, baby. If you don't
yeah,
play, you ain't gonna win. And what's
yes.
the real W? What's the real win? Transcendence, cessation, real meditation, real spiritual masters. You want to have a little fucking conversation. You want to have a little fucking talk and share your little fucking opinion while you're watching Fox News and CNN. This is realer than that shit.
Mm.
People like me are rarer than millionaires. They don't call me Dr. Rob for nothing. I earned that title. I earned this position. I earned this role. Don't you ever fucking come in here and disrespect me with your bullshit opinions and your little fake transgender words. Oh, transgender, transgender, transgender. You got a woke mind virus of fucking retardism, you fuck. You fake bitch.
Mm. Yes. So tell me about that. The needing to gamble, or the desire to gamble, or the need to gamble in order to succeed in life. Sometimes you have to take risks and in order to move forward. Is that right?
That's much better, McDon. Put some fucking respect on my name, you fuck. You're lucky I'm speaking to you. You're lucky I'm fucking talking to you, you fuck. Oh, we got to be willing to sacrifice. When you got all that depression and all that anxiety, you got to be willing to go out for a walk and go out beyond your identity and your ego and not just stay subscribed to the same old bullshit of your identity.
Your camera keeps freezing. I'm not sure if that's on my end or that's your
No,
iPhone.
it's maybe this will fix it.
Yeah. kind of. Why are you angry though? So anger isn't spiritual. How come you're angry? Like that's definitely not spiritual.
I'm not angry.
Hmm.
I'm untying knots for the spiritually retarded masses.
Mm.
And
That's definitely hard.
just keep me in tune. Just let me know if there's if the problems keep happening with the camera, and I've got some adjustments that can be made.
Okay, sounds good. So today I wanted to talk about women of all things.
Yeah, we can talk about women. Women love me, baby. Women love Dr. Rob. I'll tell you what.
Mm. So what is your opinion on women genuinely? Do you like them?
There's no such thing as me speaking at that moment when I wasn't. That's a real woman.
Mm. What about black magic and the occult? Do you do any of that? Do you think that's bad, unethical, bad karma?
Most of those people are weak. Most of the people that focus on fucking occult, they're a lot weaker than they think that they are. Because they got some fucking ideas in their mind that aren't practical. Beliefs about stories about people in different places and situations and ideas and concepts and beliefs. This ain't about fucking concepts and beliefs. This is going deeply into your own direct experience, facing and transforming your suffering, not being a fuck, not being a retard anymore, not be a consuming, degenerate, thinking idiot anymore. That's all these people do nowadays. All these people walking around pretending like they have this deep understanding about reality and life. They don't fucking know shit.
Mm.
Black magic and women. What about black magical women?
That's what I'm talking about. I was just on a call with a black magician, and he had some spiritual power about him. Very perceptive and spiritual. Reboughter, re, reboughter size or donates £1 or €1. My friend, that gives me 3 mangoes. You just gift me 3 mangoes. I eat that in about a day and a half. So you just fed me breakfast. Thank
Ah, ah, I am Jesus, I am Christ, 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 I am Jesus, I am Christ. Charlie Kirk isn't Jesus, I am Jesus. Charlie Kirk isn't dead. Charlie Kirk isn't dead. Charlie Kirk isn't dead. Charlie Kirk isn't dead. Ah, ah, ah. You think this is fake? This is fucking realer than your entire life.
Mm.
You don't know what's fake. You don't know what's real. Talking about the Matrix, how about I talk about making sure that you know what my PayPal is, you selfish, stingy fuck, McDon, you stealer. All you're doing is stealing. All you're doing is taking. You think this is a fucking game? Ah, ah, ah. This isn't a fucking game. This is real, whether you like it or not. And you little prissy fucking pansy pussy bitches that aren't willing to say something and speak something and put something real out there. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. You're nothing.
Yeah, put some W's in chat. Put something in the chat.
W's in the chat, everybody. W's in the chat. W's in the fucking chat.
Yes. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I gotta say that nothing. So what are we doing with our lives? What are we doing on planet Earth? It seems
No,
like
but
I'm
I
not
was
doing it.
Shiva. I was listening back to the session, the most recent session about when you said, the final word on Bali or sharing about the situation. And I was really touched by your authenticity and the authenticity of the people of the group. And, I felt invited myself to be more authentic and to just care more deeply. Not to take it more seriously, but just to have more heart and to have more of a sensing into the authenticity that people are naturally attuned to and feel in these spaces, and the
Mm,
potentiality of that is just the matter of consistency and then creating a structure that people can feel linked into and rely on. And it's very difficult to do that. Most of my structure now, because I got rid of all the structure that I built up, is just people who kind of love me, who really love me very much. And that deep relationship has been formed just because I've streamed so much, I've shared so much. So people have kind of gotten picked up along the way.
mm. That's very nice. Yeah, I appreciate that. And I gotta say, I love you after meeting you in person. That's for sure. And the authenticity, the consistency is so important. You got to do things every day or progressively. And also that I want to build this community. I want to make
Saraf
this
with a
stronger.
donation, 35 mystery bongos. What is that? What does that translate to?
Oh, 35 something. It's like 10 American
How much
dollars.
is that?
That's approximately $10
Oh, I
American.
can't hear. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I hope I haven't been over speaking you. I can't hear you because of my
No, no.
mic. When I plugged it in, it does I gotta do this.
Thank you very much, my friend. That'll buy me maybe 4 or 5 days worth of mangoes, 3 or 4 days worth of mangoes. I appreciate it very much. So yeah, the spiritual community, all of us here, we're giving ourselves for free, and that's so needed. We need to give ourselves for free. This is a free thing, and more free energy, and more free spiritual ideas, and more free sharing. And you also have to join us in Discord. I'm gonna post a link of that very soon. And we have spiritual conversations, and we want to talk like this, but with you also. This is just me and Dr. Rob entertaining you for some time. So tell me about the fit. What inspires you to dress up like that? And yeah, what inspired you?
Well, it was the call that I was listening to before. Well, I guess I
Mm,
turned the volume up here. Yeah, the call. I felt just that authenticity because at the beginning when you were sharing, I wasn't there in the call. I joined
mm,
later. So now when I listened, I got to hear like you're sharing, and it was inspiring, and it touched me.
nice. Yeah, that's the thing about authenticity is that you have to share everything. I think this is easy for me. I've realized there's nothing that I want to hide. There's no secrets I want to keep. Whatever pain is inside of me, whatever failures I have or fears I have, I'm willing to share that. That's the most vulnerable thing that people don't want to share, but I'm willing to share because that's my strength. I don't want to hold on to it or pretend I'm some sort of guy. I'm just here, and I'm willing to share with you all the vulnerable secrets and the juicy details.
Well, I'm not, but I'll share a lot. I'll share what I can. I'll share as much as I can, but uh because I've got my traumas, I've got my suffering, I've got things that I'm not willing to put out there. But yeah, there's something really powerful about community and a community that's concerned with spirituality. So, our relationship is built on our independence. You're independent, I'm independent, but that independence is in many ways built up and developed through dependency on the gurus, on the people who are more experienced than we are. I was thinking about, yeah, I don't know where it came up, but it was something about, like, claiming to be enlightened and claiming to be in this high position. And I thought to myself, I would more likely end the continuity of being a heart beating, then that would be more realistic than me to say that I'm above my gurus, or that I don't have such a relationship with Sadhguru like you do, but above my teachers. And that kind of mentality is really important in building community, because it doesn't need to be about us being on top of other people, to respect other people, to have reverence for other people, to be supported by other people.
Hmm.
And I don't think that I think a lot of people don't have access to that and don't have an experience of that, where it's always their individuation, their independence is always about them in some way being above someone else. In some aspect, they're above. So, like, they're carrying this position of superiority or power or control over someone, or they're carrying their identity and their relationships with other people. And real community is all about dropping our identity to be in relationship with each other and opening the space up for that. I just want to take a moment to pause and say, Jake Proud, fuck you. Just because you're fucking stupid, just because you're fucking retarded, just because you can't fucking listen doesn't mean that this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to you, buddy. You're
Agree.
pretending to be an authority. You're pretending to be God. It's not losing touch with God. You're pretending to be God. And when you encounter something that's not under your umbrella of thinking, you put that into a box as if you are God, as if you have the understanding of God, as if you have the authority of God, which is fucking retarded. God, what do you know about God? You think that God is your idea of God. That's why you're not a spiritual person. You think that life is your idea of life. That's why you're not a spiritual person. That's why this isn't accessible for you. But don't put me in the box that you've decided for yourself to live in, because I don't live in that box. I'm not interested in that box.
Hmm. Do you think that I have a feeling of superiority or being above gurus or claiming that I'm enlightened?
Well, it's not absolute, is it? I mean, sometimes we do fall into that kind of mindset, don't we? We have a sense like I'm better than this person in that way or this way. But knowing how to let go of that, I think, is what sets somebody apart, and actually makes them a human being that has something to offer and can actually help. Because if we can't sacrifice ourselves, we can't have a communication. You see what I'm saying? There's no communication if you and me or whoever can't put their fucking retarded ego down. Period.
Hmm.
And so, what are you fucking doing here if you don't want to communicate? If you don't want to share the space and all you want to do is fucking take your dick out and show everybody that you have a penis, then you probably need to get on another app or another program. No
Hmm.
honesty, no truth, no self sacrifice, no generosity, no vulnerability. Because in certain ways, you've been taught that that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be vulnerable. You're not supposed to be generous. You're not supposed to be authentic. You're supposed to be some kind of ego fucking crazy lunatic. That's what our society, the American society or Western society, teaches people to fucking do. And that's not a good idea.
Hmm. Azam says that he saw me an hour ago on a live stream. I was doing a live stream or I was listening to this occult master. So shout out to you, Azam. I don't know who you are on there, but I'm trying to contact that guy to go forward more.
Am I
Yeah.
disconnecting? Am I having a connection
No, you're
issue
good.
here?
You're good. Why am I burning so much sage? This is an offering and clearing the space and getting more people here. So I spoke with Reese just actually yesterday he came by and we settled it. So it was very nice. Yes, Azam, nice. Thank you. And what else? So building a spiritual community, all of you here, that you're hopefully somewhat spiritual, and that's what we're all here doing. And we're trying to build a spiritual community where everybody's welcome, and we're here to be happy and do good things and do good deeds. In
And this
fact,
isn't something that you can fucking understand and put in your little prissy boy pocket. This is something deep. This is something hard. This is something long. This is something thick. This is something that's going to make a fucking impact in your life and fucking explode your little retard political brain that's fixated on what's Donald Trump doing? You're a leftist. You're a rightist. Going to your fucking job and thinking about the same things over and over again today. That's most people. And then if you're a spiritual person, you're probably a selfish, weak spiritual person because you haven't practiced self sacrifice. You're not willing to go and be vulnerable. You're not willing to come and join a Discord server to have a conversation with people. You're not willing to share your experiences. All you want to fucking do is scream and whine about your opinions and your beliefs and your ideas. Perpetuate the same way of thinking that hasn't got you fucking anywhere. We're not doing that here. We're not playing that game here. This is a place for real spiritual community and real connection. To fucking learn about how to be less of a fucking freak. I'll teach you how to be less of a fucking freak.
I was on your channel a few hours ago and I was scrolling through the For You videos. And the For You video was some video a long time ago you uploaded about your guru or your teacher, like the truth about my teacher, or basically a little documentary on your teacher. And I was watching it and watching him speak, looking into his eyes. That man has mastered it. He's done something. And there's one thing particularly that stood out to me when he was speaking. He said the importance of doing good deeds. And that really impacted me because I realized and I see that in the universe, it's so valuable to do good deeds. This is how you progress in the game of life. You do good deeds, you do good things for human beings, for life in general. This is the how you accumulate points, good merit. And I always say that I'm born in a favorable condition. I have a healthy body. I'm blessed. I'm lucky. I'm all these things because I've done many good deeds in not only this life but also way back in the day. So do good deeds, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you get
Donate
back
to me.
what you give. You get back what you give. So for most of us, we have probably it's never been told to us, it's never been transmitted to us, the teaching of doing good. Doing good is just for fucking femboys and twinks and fucking, gay black men or something. But that's not what this is about. This is about practicing generosity. And what is good? What is beneficial? What will help? What will serve? How can I offer and share and give what is valuable to me? What is precious to me? How can I give that away? How can I offer that? How can I help someone else? How can I be a listening ear? And the highest good deeds, friends, is meditation. The highest good deed is to meditate, to practice fucking meditation. And then you get the reward from that.
That's so true. There's one Buddha's sutra where the Buddha talks about the different benefits of merit. And he says, you could feed 1,000 people with rice, but it would be better if you fed one enlightened person. And
Ah, 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 You think I'm not sincere? You think this isn't real? Join the
I,
Discord server. Join the
let me put that.
community.
Let me put that
Connect.
in.
Connect.
So
Be
there is a link to
vulnerable.
the
Be
Discord.
open.
I'm going to pin the link to the Discord, and you all join. We're going to have a conversation there very soon, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Okay, Panda Boy, welcome. And there's a lot of welcoming here, everybody. I mean, that's one of the things that you're not understanding. This is Halo in 2008. This is Halo 3. This is Xbox 360. This is the VC. This is the online gaming revolution. You know what I mean? This is community relationship building. There's a lot of welcoming here. But you are self fixated. You are lost in selfishness. You are lost in your ego. You are lost in your anger, in your greed, in your complicated thinking. So you can't meet something that's outside of that. This path is all about meeting what is outside of, meeting what doesn't rely upon yourself, your ego, your suffering. Instead of just making some fucking random stupid comment and pretending that that's equal to what's being shared here, the generosity that's on the table here, shut the fuck up and listen and open your blind, stupid, retarded eyes to actually listen. To have a fucking, oh my God, 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 to have a fucking conversation.
Yeah,
And
that's
guess
so true.
what, freak heads? Guess what, retards? Guess what, spiritual idiots? We're taught this is a path, this is a journey, this is a way. So even if we just say the full non-duality, it's all this. You don't really exist. Just immediacy, 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 immediacy. Then that's timelessness. That's the pathless path or the path of pathlessness or whatever the fuck. It's not just about words. I heard the words that you said and now I'm going to put my own words in there. Why don't you shut your fucking mouth for a single minute in your life and listen so that you will have an opportunity to share. If you are choosing to be here, that's your fucking problem. That's not my problem that you're choosing to be here. But I'm choosing to watch you and that means that you belong to me. You're technically my slave because I'm here. So you'll do what I want, you'll speak how I want, you'll act how I want. Shut the fuck up and stop pretending to be an authority and stop pretending to be in control here. Stop pretending to have a seat at the table here. Talk down to people, that will convert people. It's just your ego looking for relevancy. It's your ego looking for a seat at a table that you don't have any fucking right to have a seat at. You are a guest in someone else's home. I have some opinions about the food that you're cooking. You weren't even invited here. It just happens to be an open door where food is being shared and prepared, and you're coming in as an unknown guest and saying, I have some things to say about the cooking going on here. How fucking stupid can you be? How fucking stupid can you be? So we can have these conversations. Why is the ego bad? Help me get selflessness. Help me pull my head out of my ass. I'm happy to help you pull your head out of your ass. And I don't want nothing from you. You want something from me. Why would you be here if you don't want anything? Oh, I'm here because I'm a royal judge. I'm a universal judge, and Donald Trump sent me here to make sure that everything's okay. What the fuck are you talking about? You're a disassociated, disillusioned, zombified, depressed, anxious, social reject lunatic, and you're coming here and just spewing shit out. You don't know what's going on. You don't even know, you're not even aware enough to know if you care or not what's going on. Shut the fuck up and listen. Do not just come in here and put random comments in the chat. Do not just come in here and say random shit in the chat. And all these fake fucking spiritual people that come in here and they say, consciousness and spirituality. Shut the fuck up. If you want to have a conversation here, you better join the Discord. You better get connected. You better fucking stop and shut up enough to listen so that a conversation can take place. well, I'm just sending my messages out to the world. I'm just making my vote heard. Shut the fuck up. Your vote doesn't matter here. Your opinion doesn't matter here. Your fucking stupid retard perspective doesn't matter here. That's not what this is about. You are able to be here, but nobody has fucking invited you to be here. Do you understand that? No one has invited you to be here. You're welcome, but there's nothing that I want from anybody here.
Can
No,
this
you're
angry
all
guy,
accepted.
somebody donate 17 triangles, or maybe like $5 or maybe $10, something like that. And they want you to relax for a minute, so I'll speak. We have a Discord server. It's pinned right there. If you join, then you can actually talk face to face with us on video. We'll do that after. You can talk to this guy, and you can ask him lots of questions. You can actually comment. So it's
But
free
this
of
is the
charge.
thing with these people. You can't honestly communicate with these people because they're so disassociated, they're so zombified, they're so out of their head. They're so gone, scrolling through TikTok endlessly, consuming Fox News endlessly, listening to Donald Trump, thinking up their own thoughts endlessly. I mean, for me, I have to know that I can't speak with these people as if they're human beings. If they join the Discord call, if they join and connect with what's going on, then sure, you build a relationship up with people. But your schizophrenic, crazy, disassociated brain is not reliable for me to try and communicate with you. You want to communicate with me? Call in, join the Discord right now. We'll have a guest call in through Discord and everybody will be able to hear it. But if you're new here and you don't know who I am and you don't know who Shiva is and you don't know fucking shit about meditation or spirituality, and the only thing that you're willing to do is fucking show up and share your fucking opinion, then shut your fucking mouth and get out of here. Period. You should express your curiosity. You should express your sincerity. You should express your humanness. So that we're not just fucking talking to a wall of disassociated freaks and lunatics. It's gonna take fucking time, Nathan Ryan. This isn't fucking McDonald's. Yeah, answer my question, 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 answer my question. Shut the fuck up and listen. And don't be in such a fucking hurry to make a judgment, and don't be in such a fucking hurry to interrogate us, and actually spend some time to feel the spiritual energy in this space. You fucking loser. Okay?
Somebody wants you to do that sound with your throat again. The
They're
grunting.
gonna have to donate a lot more than fucking $1.99, fucking stingy, cheap freaks. This is the poor side of YouTube. How do I get over to the wealthy side of the YouTube? I got something to say to Timothy Charlemagne.
So if you want something to say to Rob, and if you want something to say to the 46 people that are watching this, donate a super chat and I'll say it out loud. And also, if you want to ask a question, we'll talk about it in depth.
No, if you want to say something, then shut your fucking mouth and listen. If you want to say something, shut your fucking mouth and listen.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Black Lives Matter, 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 Charlie Kirk. Say his name or leave this chat. Say this name or leave this live stream. Say this name or leave this live stream. Do not be afraid of the American left. Do not be afraid of the American Board of Psychiatry. Do not be afraid to say Charlie Kirk's name. Do not be afraid to say Charlie Kirk's name. Do not be afraid to say Charlie Kirk's name. Do not be afraid to say Charlie Kirk's name. Do not be afraid to say Charlie Kirk's name. Do not see Yamasheke Shulea Vasakashire Vasasharea. Yamokoshea Vasakashea Namayakoshea. Yamokoshea Vasakashea Manavasa. Yamokoshea Vasaishea Kanvasa. Yamashokose Shea Makasa. Yamokosho Shea Shamakase. Fuck this shit.
Somebody says that they rebuke this in the name of Jesus. Shout out to you. And what I wanted to say is that once once the Buddha said that it's better for you to give donation than to not give, but it's better for you to meditate than to give donations. And meditation is the highest benefit, is the highest blessing you can do for yourself and for the world. So we all need to meditate. And yeah, my friends, soon we're going to be doing these live streams, but there's not going to be a divide here. You see there's a divide? Hopefully we will be in physical presence once again. And today we're talking about all sorts of spiritual stuff. If you want to ask me a question or say something to the audience, donate a super chat. Like Seraph said, Rob for sure brings audience. Yes, Rob is, he's definitely something. And Linga Goody, yes it is, Linga by to be Goody. So get a life, stop smoking. I'm not smoking. So today, I'm not sure if you're here still, the person that maybe it's somebody that has known me from a while ago, talking about black magic and occult and mysticism and influencing people with energy and doing sorts of weird things with your spiritual energy. So that is what we're talking about. That's definitely possible. And everybody's interested in doing that because, hey, I mean, you have these spiritual tools, you have these abilities, and you might as well strengthen them because, I mean, why not? It makes your life better. It enhances your life. It gains you access to higher dimensional knowledge, and that's what's needed. That's why I'm burning the sage, to break the barriers and for me to connect to all of you. So let's see what the collective energy is saying. How do we donate to Monk? You go on his YouTube channel, or if you donate to me here, I'll buy him some food with the money.
Fucking manipulated or institutionalized by anybody anywhere.
Yeah. So, what was the topic we were talking about?
I'm taking the spiritual world by storm. I'm taking a fucking stand when other people won't. I'm a fucking earth mover. I'm a fucking groundbreaker. I'm a fucking change machine. I'm a revolutionizer. I'm a spiritual dynamo. I'm a spiritual dynamo. I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years.
Yes. Shiva, how long you known Rob? I've known him for maybe a year. It definitely makes me uncomfortable. I want to do this too. Yeah, he's always like this. It's always like this. Even in the So yeah, my friends.
I will not be intimidated. I will not be manipulated. I will not be intimidated. I will not be manipulated. I will not be forced to meditate. I will not be forced to meditate. I will not be manipulated into meditation. I will not be manipulated into meditation.
Monk, everybody's wanting you to come back.
I will not push me. I'm a sakashene. I'm a koshue asamakashene. I'm a kosheme asakashene. I'm a kosheme akasa. I'm a yokosheme akasa. Yamo kosheme akashaya makashena. I'm a koshene masaji manava. I'm a kosheme asabaja was a I'm a kosheme as a yamajivina was a vayavana. I'm a kosheme was
Do not call the police. 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 Ye Meshia Kasa She Minamasa, Ye Meshia Kasa She Minamasa Kasha, Yamako Shriba say she came in Sabina, Amoko Shriba say she Madozi Bilaza, Amukuzi Lazabila, Yevina Makuzi Lazaba, Amukuzi Lazaba, Amukuzi Hello, can you hear me, Shiva?
Mm-hmm. That was fantastic. Very spiritual.
And if you're serious about meditation or spirituality, make sure to join the Shiva Kailash Shambho Discord server where we have meetings every day where we can talk with each other and kind of actually meet each other. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for people who are very serious, very vulnerable, very sensitive, very open, and are looking for help on a spiritual path. Shiva comes from more of a Hindu side with the Sadguru. I come from more of a Buddhism side with especially the Zen Buddhism or the Chan Buddhism. But most of the people here are too fucking retarded to know anything about any of those words that I just used in a meaningful sense. And not only that, but they're also too fucking selfish to actually share and listen and be vulnerable.
Mm.
I am a Kashiva, Kasivia, Pasha, Easy, but I am a Kashiva, Leva, Shikana. I am a Kashiva, Makasivi, Leva, Sajiva, Danga, Shia, Katava, Bui, Badia, Kavadi, I'm a woody village,
So I've been through some stuff, but you know, I found spirituality and I found Buddhism and meditation, and it allowed me to actually heal my mind and, you know, transform my suffering in a very realistic and meaningful way. So I'm very happy about that, you know. But people coming in and saying, like, this is counterfeit spirituality, you're fucking stupid. You're retarded and you're selfish and you don't know what you're talking about. There's this mind virus going around for Western people and people who just scroll on TikTok and scroll through YouTube shorts where they've never had any mentors in their life. They've never had any meaningful, really rich experiences in their lives. They've never spent time with groups of women. They've never spent time with groups of men. They've never taken the time to actually try to cultivate their mind or investigate their mind. And somehow these people know everything. So this is also an invitation to stop this fake bullshit virus of pretending to know about things that you don't know about. I watched videos on TikTok and I meditated once and I know that this isn't spirituality. You don't know fucking anything about anything because your life is based on consumption and disassociation and distraction and pleasure seeking, period. So you don't have something to say in this context. You don't have a seat at the table. You don't understand me. You don't know me. And if you were in charge of any kind of tribe or community, you'd probably just try to kill me or torture me or punish me and close my voice. But because you can't do that, you just make up some random fucking words and say, this is Bashabanaba. You don't know what this is. You do not know what this is, period. So don't pretend that you do because you don't. So this is a wonderful gift and an invitation for you to not pretend that you know what this is or who I am, or even to pretend that you're genuine enough or authentic enough or sincere enough to actually listen closely enough or share in any capacity to find out or to question what this is. Because the only reason that you're here is because you've happened across this in your work and in your path of distracting yourself from your experience, from your own mind, period. So cut the fake bullshit and actually be sincere. I've got to eat. Shiva's got to eat. We're both spiritual teachers and life coaches in some fucking way. But this isn't about money. If this was about money, then we'd go and fucking work in fucking Canada or the US for some fucking construction job and we'd go and save up money. This isn't about making money. This is about the opportunity in community to sacrifice and to share. We've got to talk about what I think we should talk about. No, we don't. You have to shut the fuck up and listen and share without expectation. You fucks.
If you want to donate, the money button is right there. The super chat is right there. You can ask us questions, or you can I'll say whatever you want to the audience here. And yes, self-sacrifice, generosity, kindness.
Seraph, let me send a message to you, buddy. You are not an expert in spirituality. You are not an authority on what's spiritual and what's not. You don't have lived experiences to back up your position. So your position is just a defense for your ego to know what this is, to hold an opinion, to make a judgment. And we've got fucking 50 people here. Somebody better leave a like or we will end this live stream right now. Those likes better go the fuck up and we better get some W's in the chat.
W's in the chat, guys.
And yeah, even more to the point, things don't work on absolutes. This guy is saying, you. Everybody follow me as I put my head further up my ass. Shut the fuck up and listen. Surrender and mindfulness. This is a guided meditation.
Surrender and mindfulness are doing it for me, Dreamtooth says. Thank you for your donation.
I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years. You're not equal to me.
Who do you have to surrender to? What do you have to surrender to?
Surrender to awareness, surrender to a willingness to be generous and a willingness to listen. And the generosity is like real fairness, because generosity doesn't actually make any sense for the ego, especially modern day people's egos that are hyper individualized. If you have something that you value, you keep it for yourself as much as you can and you try to get more of it. Yes or no?
Mm.
So when we have something that we value and we give that away, that is the essence of meditation. That is the essence of our capacity for detachment. What makes us different from animals? Not necessarily better or worse, but different in a sense from the animals.
But why don't you just keep what you value instead of giving it away? Why don't you just hoard it?
You can't. That's the trick. That's the game. You feel pleasure, you want to experience more pleasure. Well, say goodbye. And all the attachment that you cultivate to your wealth becomes a rotting abscess of self fixation, of clinging, of contraction. I want to feel pleasure. I don't want to feel pain. I want to feel pleasure. I don't want to feel pain. Well, guess what? That's not up to you. And how, I mean, you just see and you just learn. I was on this side of the algorithm not too long ago, and you just see how inhuman people are, how broken people are, how fake they are. Because there's no excuse for me and Shiva. We've spent time together. We know how to be generous. We know how to listen. We know how to share. We know how to be vulnerable, very authentic in a certain sense, and very unusual. So, what the fuck is people's excuse for their inhumanity in the face of something that is accessible? Spirituality is basically about learning how to be a real human, not even a good human, but to be a real human. And I do actually have something I want to ask you, Shiva, something maybe we could talk a little bit about. So, when it comes to the wrathful, sarcastic, ironic identity, taking on this form or taking on this appearance to trigger people or to invite people to look at things in a different way, when does that go too far? When do we lose our own authenticity in that, or when do we miss out on an opportunity to connect because we're we're stuck or we're lost in that? What do you think?
It goes too far when it doesn't feel good anymore to do. And then that's when you probably should stop. But if it feels good to do, if it's funny, if you enjoy it, then I say do it. Spirituality is about energy transmission. Well, that's one side of it. If we can go live like this and to give people powerful energy transmissions, powerful experiences, make them feel something, that is how we grow. That is how we all grow. So I guess you doing that, you singing that way, that weird way, you are sending an energy transmission.
I will not be institutionalized. I will not be manipulated. I will not be manipulated by black men. 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 I will not be. You're giving away the game, Shiva. Try to keep a straight face. All right. This is for the algorithm. You're sitting there laughing. They're going to hop right off and say it's a funny thing. I will not be manipulated by black men. 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 I will not be manipulated by the woke left. I will not be manipulated by Charlie Kirk. I will not be manipulated by black men. 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 I will not be manipulated by black men.
We have a serious donation here. They have a question. I'm going to read it out loud. So, Bertho Zeroi, I can't pronounce your name, or Brit.
It's an old
says,
friend, old student of mine. Go ahead.
Okay, shout out to you. Thank you very much for your donation. I will share with Dr. Rob. When I see him, I'll buy him some lunch. So the question is, the comment is, if you've abided in Samadhi for long enough, all questions will end as a doer dissolves, sorry. Have either of you accomplished this as self-realized God consciousness observing itself, right? I'll let you go first, Rob, Dr. Rob. Have you experienced Samadhi and where the doer dissolves? Yes.
The simple matter of fact is, Brit, is that it's not that simple. It's not that simple.
In order to dive deep into Samadhi, you have to feel safe in your body. Dr. Rob here feels safe enough to go crazy. I wonder his ability to go crazy in public. Well, he is in public, actually. But this is a prerequisite, this is a step. That's one way of doing it.
Maybe we can try something, Shiva, to give an assist for the algorithm. So when I'm doing that and I'm sitting there acting crazy, you know, if you're just acting crazy as well, maybe that's too predictable. Something like what came to my mind is something like concern or something like an emergency, like you're reaching out to the people watching and saying, you know, what should we do? We've got to figure something out about this. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, I'll do my own way. Let's just
All right,
practice some.
yeah, try something. Okay. And all you lazy fucks who are sitting here and watching and enjoying, put W's in the chat or say, I don't know what's happening in the chat. We're trying to get up on the algorithm, okay? You lazy fucks that are just sitting here watching. We need comments coming through. That also supports the algorithm, okay? We are reaching more
Yeah.
people. We're getting a higher vibrational field. So, can you guys put things in the chat? Like, I don't know what's happening. Someone call the emergency room. This has been going on too long. Say things like that, okay? Stop being a lazy, selfish fuck and make a donation. Donation doesn't need to be about money, okay? It's an action of generosity. So, what's going on? Say Jesus's name. Say Charlie Kirk's name, even though the young kids got a hold of that. So Charlie Kirk's name doesn't have much power anymore. But let's try. Let's try. I need help. 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 I need help.
Oh
I
my
need help. I
God.
need help. I need help. I need help.
What
I
are we
need
doing
help.
with our lives?
I need help. I need help. I need help. I need
This is
help. I
bad. This
need
is
help. I
genuinely
need help.
concerning.
I need help. I need help. I need help. I
I've
need
taken a
help.
turn
I
in my
need
life.
help.
I've
I need help. I
really
need help. I
set
need help.
myself
I
off on the
need
wrong
help. I
path.
need help. I need help. I need help. I need help. I
What
need
am I
help.
doing
I
with
need help.
these people?
I need help. I need help. I need help.
This is
Don't
crap.
you need help, Shiva? Don't you need help? So why don't
No,
you do the help mantra with me? I need help. 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 I need help.
I
I
need
need
help.
help.
I
I
need
need
help.
help.
I need help. I need help. Yeah,
That's not
this
gonna
is
work.
too much chaos. I think people are not going to be able to handle it. Anybody that's watching this is going to get the help they deserve and need. Your third eye is going to activate. Your pineal gland is going to become decalcified. Charlie Kirk is going to find you in your dreams. Dr. Rob is going to come and perform.
And fuck you.
Whoa, maybe not that.
No, I was saying
But,
fuck you, Shiva.
hmm.
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. That's what people get off on too. They get off on conflict. So I'm gonna pretend like I'm saying fuck you and there's some emotional resonance.
Well,
Maybe
let's
you
have
tell
a.
me, maybe
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is because these people, look, if they want to fucking get connected, they join the Discord server. Fuck you, Shiva.
So
Fuck
look,
you, lighting that incense. Fuck that hat that you're wearing. Fuck your hair. Fuck that stuff you got on your forehead. Fuck that beard. Fuck you, Shiva. You're nothing compared to me. You're nobody compared to me. Fuck you and fuck everything you believe in and fuck everything you love. Fuck you, Shiva. I ever see you again in person, you're going to have big problems. You're going to have big trouble. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever speak down on my name. Don't you ever fucking disrespect me. Because I will come at you like 1,000 burning million suns, you motherfucker.
what did I do?
I need help. 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 Help me, Shiva. 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 Akashinaya. I am a Shakashwira. Say Shiamanaka. I am a Shakini me Akashaya Makashinaya. I am a Shakanea Shivanawaya. I am a Shakashini me Anawa. I am a Shakashini me.
So we're seeing a genuine spiritual episode going on here. Somebody is going off the rocker, it's a big way. And, I think it's over. I think it's permanently, something's happened. Some permanent changes happened. And maybe it's my doing. Maybe my incense is too powerful and it led to this. But Yeah, it looks like it's over for him. That's it. Yeah. So this is why you stay in school and do construction work part-time. This is the consequence of Samadhi. Okay, yes. So I want to go into the comment that this person has said about Samadhi. Let's genuinely explore some spirituality before we go crazy again. So, have I ever gone deep into Samadhi where the doer disappears? The doer has already disappeared in me. I'm not a doer. The doing is happening, but there's no inside of doing. Have I gone into deep states of Samadhi? Yes, momentarily, temporarily, maybe a few minutes maximum, but not deep enough for everything to dissolve. Why? Because I'm scared to go there. It's frightening. And I don't feel safe enough to go there yet. I'm sure that as my age progresses, I'll be able to let it go and fully step into that realm and be able to sit there for hours without even being aware of my physical body and then coming back. That's what the yogis describe. Sometimes they sit for days. Like this guy, he's sitting in samadhi probably, or he's sitting in something. And so, yeah, I haven't sat into deep samadhi states, but I'm in samadhi right now, or virtually all the time. It's not something you go and do. Okay, now time to go sit in samadhi. Yes, I'm in a constant small state of samadhi every day, every waking moment of the day, because meditation is a quality. It's not a doing. You become meditative. You become this essence. You become this quality. So I hope I've answered your question. And off to Dr. Rob. Dr. Rob is in space. He has meditated too much, too hard. He's taken substances that are beyond anything that you can find in space. They're made by aliens, and aliens told him to take something. Now he's off. He's off into some other dimension, and I'm not sure if you can even communicate with him. Maybe if you send W's in the chat and you donate highly, we'll be able to reach him. But right now, his spatial field awareness is too intoxicated, too high, too blasted off. I'm concerned because those markings on his face don't come naturally. They come from serious initiation, and when these angels and demons came in contact with him, they inspired him to write this as a energy ritual. So he had to do. He had to also shove something rectally, and that's why he's sitting in a weird posture. But that's all for spirituality's sake. You can't progress spiritually. You can't do. Oh, he's coming out. The demons are coming out. We're exercising it. We're exercising it. Okay, we have to burn more sage. Okay, let the demons leave you. It's okay. You don't have to hold on to the negative energy and the spirits. Let the spirits go. Let the interdimensional demonic energy and space beings and the Pleiadians and astral field, astral travel projection, may it all enter your field or exit your field, and may your colon be cleansed. May your rectal exam be not traumatic anymore. May you have a nice bowel movement today. And yeah.
So keep it. You can dip into the funny because of course you're very funny. It's one of the reasons I love you, Shiva. But you want to keep it a little bit more on that line of, because like when I hear you saying that, like of course it's immediately like flippant, nonsense, vague, it's not, there's no real to it, right? But when people see this and they hear you saying that, they've just got to go with what you're saying because they have no fucking idea what's going on. So if you keep the pseudo spiritual aliens and that kind of thing, whatever in that spectrum, right? People are going to just be fucking stuck.
Yeah,
They'll get
that's
the
exactly
energy.
it. So, okay. Yeah, Dr. Rob is teaching me. So we're going to go on. Yeah, this is a prognosis, my friend. As a spiritual scientist that I naturally am, this person is in a serious condition. There's no doubt. He spontaneously joined my life, and it's a very serious. This is the downside of spirituality. What you see right here. This is not acceptable in nature or in everyday life. He can't go to a job. He can never get a job. You think this person can even apply to McDonald's? It's impossible. This is what happens when you go down the rabbit hole of spirituality in an unsafe way. When you don't have a teacher, you end up like this man. It's over. Like that's it. His life is miserably over, And how do you help this person? There's no medication, there's no pills, there's no medicine, there's no food that you're gonna consume. He's touching some dimensions or some realms that are way beyond us. And how do you even contact this person? The only thing I can really do is light some sage and pray to the higher forces of creation to help this man, to bless this man, because yeah, you know, he was saying that some beings forced him to draw these things on himself, and like, how do you deal with that? You know, he was looking in the mirror, and some being was telling him to go do lines because that's where his chakras align. So this is, you have to be very careful when you meditate. He's, you know, calling himself a meditation master, a meditation guru. This is not smart, not safe, not sane. And be careful when you meditate, my friends. This is a big deal. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything that we can help him to, anything we can resolve his issues, because this is serious. This is serious.
You can ask
And
people, you can ask them, like, do they know anything about this? Because you're confused. So you're taking a position of, you have a lot of knowledge about spirituality, but you're a little bit confused, and you're making guesses, you're making, assertions about what could be going on and what you know about this, in a very kind of scientific, plain way. And also authentic, as much as you can integrate the authenticity in that. But this sense
hmm,
of wanting to know, this sense of
okay.
trying to figure out. But be careful about too heavily talking to the audience, because if you talk to the audience, they're going to feel like you're selling something to them, or that you, in some sense, want them to be here. And that's going to make them not want to be here because they don't want to get, you know what I mean? Ah, dia da vegan se ma vegan se ran se munga de su dia da vegan se ma vegan se ran se munga de su dia da vegan se ma vegan se ran se munga de su dia da vegan se ma vegan se ran se munga de su.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's over for you. It's, yeah. Hmm.
Yamayu Shemaga Yebedu Amagu Yamagu Yamagu Zai Bayamayu Yamageru Yemayu Yemajana Kasabaya Namujana Yakashava Ayama Pushayava Sanga Yuendavaje Ayama Shakasava Jayana Kasejewa Ayama Kashaya. You can try your prayer emoji as well, Shiva. We can see if that works. I'm keeping my eye on the algorithm. It's very temperamental, so yeah, you can try. I am a god, yeah, baga, da, ya, ba, ya, go, se, she, na, ga, ba, ya, ja. I am a ya, ba, ya, ga, ba, za, ja, ya, ba, ga, she, ya, ba, za. I Jaya Neo Laya Gada Bajaya Namaka Saja I am a Gaja Baga Naya Kushi Naya Gajava I am a Gada Baga Naya Nakushi Naya Baja Gasaya.
It's going down. Well, let's just... No.
All right, maybe we do some Q&A, yeah? Come back to some Q&A with the group. The group who's here. Slow down and do some Q&A.
Yeah, you should join our Discord, my friends. This link right here, it's pinned, and we're gonna do video calls with all of you. If you want to talk to us after this, you're invited.
Because one of the things, Shiva, that that I've learned is that it's a wait a minute. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very, very small group of people that are really going to connect and link in. It's very, very small. And when you try to bring in too many people, when you try to get involved with too many people, it just becomes like a wasted energy. Because they might want to be like more involved spectators, but those people are never going to be donors. They're never really going to show up authentically. They're really not going to offer much. So all the spirituality is like a challenge, and challenging people unless you can be like Sadhguru, and then that's a whole different kind of presentation, and which I think you do, nowadays you do a lot better than me in that kind of presentation.
Shout out to Contensity. He asks, are any of us fully enlightened? Yeah, we're both fully enlightened masters. Here to teach you.
As one master once said, not even to think about enlightenment, but just to start getting concerned with the wisdom, to have a slice of wisdom, to have a piece of wisdom. Not even to think about, the enlightenment, because it's so high minded.
Yeah, I want to get access to more people, and I also realize that spirituality and the people that are really going to subscribe to my channel, like T Fimbles, T Fimbraze is here, somebody that's been with me for a long time on my YouTube channel. So the people that are deeply interested in spirituality and committed to this path are very few. But the people that are interested in entertainment and maybe distraction is vast. It's huge. That's why famous streamers like these guys, because it's all entertainment. They're having fun and it's all funny. And I want to incorporate more of that because I want to reach more people. So the spirituality side of it is always going to be there. That's the underneath it all. But I want to be more entertaining, more funny, more doing funny things, and incorporating myself into life, just living life and streaming that. I think that's the way forward.
Well, there's wisdom is like real knowledge, and then knowledge that you're saying, LM, is like intellectual knowledge. So trying to build a house with intellectual knowledge is not going to work. You have to have real knowledge or insight into the process of doing that. And that's what you can sell. You can sell intellectual knowledge. You can't really sell real knowledge except unless you have a lot of money to do that. Like Shiva, if you had $1 million and you could set up a house and a studio and pay for advertisements, like your YouTube videos as advertisements, you could get tens of thousands, 100,000 of views just like that, right? Because you pay for it. And then a certain percentage of those people, according to how good you advertise or present yourself, are then going to buy your course. But if you don't have that, with the saturation of the market, I think it is more. I see more value in leaning towards the community, the connection, and I see stuff like this actually gives people an opportunity to feel that connection and then go from there. And you just get one out of a million or one out of 10,000, you know. So you see, you go live for 2 hours. I mean, we should try to go live as long as we can here from here. But then you'll get maybe one or two people or three people that join the Discord, you
Mm.
know. And so it's
Yeah.
like it's good when people come in and they donate a couple bucks, it's good, but you can't really support yourself with that. So it's kind of a long-term process of building up community, building up relationships. And if it's your thing, then yeah, to build up something unique to offer. But it's very difficult to do that, you know, and you have to have a lot of money and resources to do that. You have to have a lot of support to do that.
Thank you very much, T. Frimberries. I highly appreciate you. Thank you for your donation.
Also, also just for these people, because someone said, I can't believe Dr. Rob is supporting and helping this guy. Somebody could say that to Shiva about me as well, but I know Shiva, I've met Shiva. He's a very good-hearted person. He's a very sincere person, and he's a funny person. He's a kind person. And as far as I know, some enlightenment as well, some opening of the third eye as well, if you want to call it that. So I like him. I've had good experiences with him. I trust him as far as I can throw him, and he's not very tall and he's not very heavy, so I could probably throw him a decent. Not that I'm all that strong, but if I was strong, I could throw him a real far away. Um, so it's
Mm.
it's connection, it's community. We do different things, we perform in different ways, but when it comes down to that connection and that vulnerability and that openness and that willingness to step back, I think Shiva has a lot of those qualities, and you can't blame a guy that he's doing his work or that he's trying to sell his wares. I mean, we're all doing that in one way or another, unless we're fully set up, because we have to support ourselves in some way. So, like, I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years where I didn't have to support myself. That wasn't on the table. So, with all that support and all those resources, I was kind of able to build up a structure, a community, a program. But without that support, you just have to try to get by. You have to be very experimental, very explorative to try to get by.
Mm.
And we're
Somebody
located in
here.
the Discord server, so you can join the
Yeah.
Discord. The link is there.
This is another comment that's coming across. People are calling us, or me specifically, demons, and this is demonic. We're demons. So this is just fear, and there's a lot of fear in religion, lots of fear in spirituality, lots of fear in these comments. Actually, I just feel your fear. You're afraid, and fear only comes from lack of wisdom, lack of insight, lack of clarity. When you see things clearly, you don't become afraid. Yeah, there's danger. Okay, you stay away from the danger. But this deep-rooted fear of even demons or charlatans or frauds or any of these things. And I also find it funny how this is so deeply ingrained in spirituality, spiritual culture, that you can't mix money with spirituality. And the second that somebody spiritual asks for money or talks about money, that's it, it's over. They're instantly a fraud, they're a scam artist, they're a con man. And it's just not right. It's wrong. We need money to live. I'm a human being just like you. And what's the problem with money? What is it? Some like deeply corrupting thing? Okay, I take some money and I go to the fruit store tomorrow, like I will, and buy some fruits. Thanks to all of your donations. Thank you very much. By the way, I highly appreciate it. And that's it. That's all I need. So why is that so bad? If I was spiritual and I'm saying, hey, can you fund my yacht? That would be weird. Actually, maybe not. If I'm really elevated in life, but asking for material things is also, I don't know. Yeah, it would be weird if you're asking for a yacht because it's not needed. There are more useful things that you can use with that money. You can benefit lots of people, but benefiting yourself for pleasure's sake, you know, taking money and buying yachts or buying Lamborghinis or buying luxurious things like this with people's donations, that doesn't sit well with me. I'm never going to do that. So those are my ethics. I just share with you some ethics that I have, and we'll read some of your comments here. Yeah, somebody says you should take that guy off and not be entertaining the clown in the right screen with the wig. And I mean, no. Also, I think your camera's frozen, Dr. Rob.
I'm
No,
sorry.
it's
I've
not.
got a lot going on. I've got a lot of things going on, and
No problem.
I'm just trying to get by and trying to improve the quality of my life and improve my way of being, and to have more peace and more awareness and more openness and flexibility and deepness. And I'll talk about Isha because it's a place that I would like to go, but the initiation program now has become so commercialized. And I'm sorry, but if you have a sadhu, if you have a sannyasin that sends you an email and says, "Hey, I'm a sadhu, I'm a sannyasin, I'm a brahmacharya for 7 years, and I'm interested to connect with Isha." And they say, "Well, there's no excuses, buddy. You give us $500 or don't even try to come together." I don't really believe in that. It's one of the things that I really don't believe in and really don't support. Now, it doesn't
Mm.
mean that you're gonna create a golden road for this person who's showing up in robes or whatever to Sadhguru's bedroom. But what I'm saying is that there should be an opportunity for communication. There should be an opportunity for special circumstances, special conditions,
Mm.
and to have a conversation about it, be accommodating, be accessible in different ways. So magic mushrooms and psychedelics, they're not going to get you far, buddy boys. What's going to get you a lot farther is spending time with someone like me and Shiva in the Discord server and having a real conversation and being vulnerable and being genuine and being authentic and practicing self-sacrifice and actually listening to some teachings and doing some real meditation. That's a
Yeah.
cold hard truth. Because if you, I mean, I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years. I've attended all kinds of intensive meditation retreats. I've studied with meditation masters around the world, whether you like it or not. And if you come and you want to spend time with me and you're on magic mushrooms, it's not going to work. It's just ego stuff. It just perpetuates your ego. It reestablishes or deepens your ego practice, actually. Now, if we're talking about a ayahuasca ceremony being facilitated by me to fucking help you out, that's a little bit different. But you just taking magic mushrooms, you just putting acid up your ass, you just doing this or doing that, that's fucking bullshit. There's nothing real, there's nothing deep about that. You
Yeah.
say you get
Agreed.
some healing, but it's a ego experience. I take some opiates, I get some healing. And race lever, one does not determine another is a meditation master. A guru, a meditation master, a bona fide, well known advisor determines or says, "This, you are a meditation master." They give you some transmission, they give you some attainment or some position. Most things are not for you to think about and for you to understand until you get involved, until you take it seriously, until you're willing to have a conversation. And conversations with me are going to be humbling. You're going to be humbled. Because if you're interested in spirituality, you're going to be talking with someone who has a lot more experience than you in spirituality. It's not about an interpersonal connection. We're connecting with each other interpersonally. It's a practice of generosity. I know Shiva because of his practice of generosity, his openness, his self sacrifice, his willingness to get out of the way as things are happening, to remove himself from the situation. the conniving, deceitful, greedy, delusional, frustrated little man, anger mind behind the scene. Well, I can't speak to that. I don't know that. And I don't believe in that anyway. So we don't put our mind where our mouth is. We put our money where our mouth is. We put our life where our mouth is. That's real. And all these people that say they're spiritual or whatever, just shut the fuck up and listen and connect, and we'll go from there. You know, there's an interest in having a conversation. There's an interest in building up a connection here. But you've got to get your head out of your ass if you want to. But we're open to that. We're saying, "Hey, we're open to facilitating spiritual conversations and building a little bit of community and fucking around together with men, with young men who are interested in a spiritual journey and who may even want to support each other in some ways." But this idea that we give attention to random bullshit, that's just normal life. This is spiritual life. So we stop giving attention to random bullshit and we actually start to listen. We start to be curious. We start to be in wonder. We start to be in awe. We start to be open to new bridges, new relationships, new connections, new experiences. I'm not trying to convince you. And I love boys and I love girls. I love children. You know, we live in a society where that's we live in a society where that's supposed to be evil, or we think of evil when someone says they love children. But, you know, that's horrible. That's
Yeah.
absolutely horrible.
Alfie donates €5 and he says, "Please try Miracle of Mind." Miracle of Mind is a free teaching by Sadhguru, or a guided meditation practice on an app called Miracle of Mind. And it's much more than a guided meditation practice. It's a energy process. If you go through with this, it'll change you on an energy level. It's definitely worthwhile, and you can find it on every single YouTube video that I have. In the description, there's a link, Miracle of Mind. You'll be very wise to do it and to try it at least once. I promise you, it will give you results. And yeah, don't do drugs. Don't do any kind of psychotic drugs. That's not helpful. It's a shortcut, you know. And shortcuts are just that, shortcuts to make your brain hurt. If you do it properly, meaning once in a year, once every 10 years or something, and you really do it in a ritualistic type of atmosphere and an initiation, it could have some serious, profound changes. But you don't need it. It's better that you meditate and you grow slowly than you go pop something or eat something and have your brain hurt afterwards. Especially smoking the plants, you know, smoking the herb or the substance or the chronic. That's not good. The more you do it, the worse you get. Makes you stupid. It makes you stupid.
Well, that's nothing new for a lot of people here. They're used to being stupid.
Mm. But yeah, initiation, that is what's needed, actually. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a profound experience. Uh, and you can get profound experiences not with eating some weird fungus that's been rotting. So you don't need that. And initiation and powerful experiences can be gained in community. And being in physical proximity with people that have gone deep into spiritual practice, like us two here talking to you. So we're going to do something very soon, hopefully, maybe, wherever life takes us. I have no attachments. Whatever wants to happen will happen.
I
And
want
we
to
can do
read
some big things.
something. I want to read
Yeah, go.
something here with the group of freedom and independence. One who is not a companion of myriad things has departed the toils of materialism. The mind does not recognize the mind. The eye does not see the eye. Since there is no opposition, when you see forms, there are no forms there to be seen. And when you hear sounds, there are no sounds there to be heard. Is this not departing the toils of materialism? There is no particular pathway into it, no gap through which to see it. Buddhism has no east or west, south or north. One does not say, "You are the disciple, I am the teacher." If your own self is clear and everything is it, when you visit a teacher, you do not see that there is a teacher. When you inquire of yourself, you do not see that you have a self. When you read scripture, you do not see that there is scripture there. When you eat, you do not see that there is a meal there. When you sit and meditate, you do not see that there is any sitting. You do not slip up in your everyday tasks, yet you cannot lay hold of anything at all. When you see in this way, are you not independent and free?
Emptiness. Nibbana. Nothingness.
Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries, nowhere to go, nothing to do, and I'm not in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries, somewhere to go. Something to do. But I don't need to hurry. This is an amazing image, huh? That's great.
We're doing something. We're building. So, yeah, mysticism, occult, having profound spiritual experiences, that is what we're all wanting and seeking. Some people go and take drugs for that. Some people meditate for that. And meditation is a much better way of achieving this because it is more lasting. It actually is tangible. But if you pop some pill or you take some drug, you have a powerful experience, then it goes away. Maybe you're changed somewhat, but it's not lasting. And then your brain just hurts. So you all better to learn to meditate. And we're here teaching you just that. T. Fimbre says, Shiva, some people take drugs and you call them drugs, I would say that plant medicine, I would say they're medicine, but they meditate as well, my friend. It's not either. Okay, I agree with that. That's true. Plant medicine. But that assumes that you're sick, and medicine should be only taken when it's needed, when you have an ailment. So, if you eat when it's needed, when one is sick, when it's appropriate. Otherwise, it takes a toll on your body. So that's what I'm saying, actually, that these plant medicines take a toll on our body. Our culture is sick. This is something that I've heard Dr. Rob talk about quite often, that our culture is sick and the Western society is sick. I would like to hear him talk more about that, but I feel generally that people are becoming more spiritual, more awakened collectively. Yeah, I see there's problems, lots of problems. I see there's conflict and wars. I have no idea how that happens, even how a war can happen. That's just crazy to me. But yeah, there is conflict in the world. There is pain and suffering in life. We're wanting to transcend that. We're wanting to liberate ourselves from that. Talking about conflict in the world, there's wars on the planet Earth. And how does a war start? I have no idea. What would lead men to go and end their lives? For what? For some territory? For their way of living? What is worth attaching themselves to this land or to your way of living? Is that really worth you losing your life over that? Some might say yes, but I would say no. You better go and live somewhere else, just like I am actually. Moving out of Canada, I moved out of Canada. Dr. Rob was in America, and yeah.
A lot of people don't know this about me, but I was on, Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat's one of the most famous people in the world. One of the most famous people in the world. And Kai Cenat interviewed me on his live stream, on his Twitch stream for over 30 minutes. I've collaborated with multiple million subscriber YouTube channels. I'm known worldwide. I am known and I have been recognized and I have been seen by hundreds of thousands of people around the world. I've reached hundreds of thousands of people around the world. I've probably, certainly hundreds of thousands. Pushing that to a million, I don't know, but hundreds of thousands for sure. No, at least a million. At least a million. Because some of those interviews and some of those videos of collaboration have hundreds of thousands of views themselves, let alone the work that I've done through the algorithmic processing and different access to connection, which is a very precious commodity. To be on this side of the algorithm is a very valuable commodity because we don't know the real statistics. We can't even see who's been here watching for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We can't do the statistics. But that number that says this many people are here and this many people are coming in and going out and that kind of thing, that gives a certain energy, a certain realistic energy framework. But it's one of the things is that it says there's 40 people watching, but there might be 5, 10, 15 people max that are actually watching, that are actually here joining. But regardless of that, this flow of energy, this flow of accessibility, of being in the public square, so to speak, of the here and now, through the interweb, through Indra's net, is very potent. There's a real feeling to that. That's why it's not just about, trying to get more views, trying to get more people hooked in, because you can't. You can't hook these people in because most people are not interested in spirituality. And you're not going to make them interested in spirituality. It's literally 1 out of 100,000, 1 out of 10,000. And you won't even get 10,000 people in 2 hours live streaming. You're going to have to do 20 hours or something to get that many people in. So there's a hopelessness, but also a flow of energy that's really valuable. And it's something to be made use of. It's something to inspire everybody here to feel that there's something going on, to feel that there's something real here. Because in our modern world, real means viewership. Real means other people are interested in it. It doesn't matter what that thing is or how real it is or how much depth it has or how much a profoundness it has in it. Nobody gives a fuck. It's what other people are looking at. It's what other people are interested in. So if there's more people interested in this, then more people will be interested in it. That's the secret. That's why I say, it takes money to make money. Or if you want to be somehow successful in social media, it costs money. Many of these people who are like famous IRL streamers, or they just seem to come out of nowhere and they've got these streams full of hundreds or even thousands of people. These are wealthy people. They paid for that. They bought it, or they bought the time to spend with these other celebrities. And then through that connection, and through that verification from that celebrity, because that celebrity is not streaming all the time, then they get all this connection. Now, the other thing that you can do, as I've said, is to be 40 or 50 years old and completely established and write a book. That's what a lot of these guys, these spiritual teachers, that's how they do their thing. They write a good book and then it gets published, it gets put out there. All these people read a book and then they're going to their YouTube channel or whatever. But like natural discovery or getting discovered, or kind of in a big way where you're going to be able to take care of yourself, is it's just not how it works. So we're very fortunate and blessed that we get to have a little bit of access to the algorithm here, so we can get a little bit of taste of what's possible. Because it's not as easy as, okay, you said you're spiritual. Show me how you teach meditation. Why aren't you teaching meditation? It doesn't work like that. It's like, to be a guru, someone has to appoint you to that. To be a teacher, there has to be a student that puts you in that position. You can't make yourself into that position. You can, but it takes a lot of energy and it can be very ridiculous. It can be very superfluous. But to actually be a guru is not your position, it's the position that's given to you by someone else. So that's why there's so much invitation here, so much welcoming here, so much challenging here, so that we can communicate, so that we can build relationship that's unusual. Because nobody cares if it's usual, it's a good way of presenting yourself, or this seems good. People want to eat fucking McDonald's and Wendy's 99% of the time. So if you're not McDonald's and Wendy's, nobody gives a fuck. I've said before, Twitch. Twitch is like seen as the largest and most special live streaming platform, right? So if you have like a lot of viewers on TikTok, or you have a lot of followers on TikTok, that's fucking basically garbage, right? If you have 100,000 followers on TikTok, that doesn't compare to 100,000 followers on YouTube. So if you had 100, like 1,000, or even if you had like 50, we've got up to 50 viewers, we've got up to 70 viewers here in this live stream. If this algorithm was on Twitch, you'd have tons of engaged people that were curious, that were getting involved. But the way that Twitch works is that you could literally be a talking gorilla in a bathtub that was creating magical illusions. And you could be live streaming for 24 hours and you'd have 5 people that see the live stream. So, someone like Contensity says, Rob is not even a Sotapana. Why listen to him? Contensity is a LARPer. Contensity is a role player. He's never been to a meditation retreat. He's never trained with a meditation master. And this is an opportunity for us to start talking about these things and actually start connecting with people that do have some experience. Someone like Dr. Rob, for example, who was a Buddhist monk for 7 years, who's trained with meditation masters around the world. So there's a lot to talk about, but it's not, oh, well, what's going on here? This is a sharing. This is offering. And we give so much value or credence to the things that people say. So Gilbert Candco says, or a talking tub of blubber with crown on his face. But there's an irrelevance to that presence that is so deep and so strong. Like you couldn't get that person out of bed to save his own life if you gave him $1 million. That the level of irrelevance there is 100,000%. But we don't know what that means because we live in such a way where we don't have authentic conversations, where we don't practice generosity, where we don't share deeply, where we don't listen deeply, where we just have an ego disguised by our distractions, by our bullshit thoughts. It's not about convincing anybody of anything because it won't work. You use money to convince people. And if in this kind of situation, we're a part of the flock. And the people who are scrolling on YouTube shorts are, whether we like it or not, some of the lowest, retarded, disassociated, discombobulated, freak people that exist on the human earth today. You know, you're lucky that it's not just all Indians in here. All Indian Punjabis and Dalits and low, you know, just coming in here and saying, "What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?" Because it could be that way as well. Not that there's anything wrong with Indians, it's just even this opportunity to be able to communicate with one another is incredible. And there's a vulnerability here, there's a sensitivity here, there's an intimacy here that you can't imagine, that you cannot put into words. And this is an opening to connect with that, a starting point. I love Indians more than anybody. But it's not just about people watching, more and more people watching and trying to communicate with those people and connect with those people. It will not fucking work.
Walking Water asks how to communicate with integrity.
It's all about generosity. And generosity has nothing to do with fucking money. It's listening deeply and sharing deeply. And it's taking accountability and responsibility, not just for yourself, but for the other as well. That's the fucking problem with people here. They don't take responsibility for where their attention is. They don't know what that means. So they're here, but they don't even know that they're here. And the notion of why are you here just puts them back into discombobulated, disassociated scrolling most of the time. We don't want to be challenged. We want McDonald's, we want Coca-Cola, we want Pepsi. And we have to accept that part of ourselves. That we don't want to be challenged, that we refuse to be challenged. Well, then how are you ever going to grow? What could be more challenging than shutting the fuck up and listening to this, Nomadic? How can I challenge myself today? Don't you have a fucking life coach course to buy? Some fucking 4'2", 200-pound muscle man that's telling you about self-improvement that's looking to scam you about what you can do to challenge yourself today? Shut the fuck up and listen. If you're curious enough to be here, shut your fucking mouth and listen. And if you say something and if you share something, instead of, okay, all right, tell me what to do then. Share your experience, share something of value, share something deep, and don't expect anything in return. I left a comment. What are you going to do for me? And after this, we're going into the Discord server to talk with people, to have a conversation. And trust me, there's nobody here that wishes more that there was somebody in this fucking live stream that was more experienced than me and that could have a real conversation about the Dharma together. But there isn't. That's life. So this spirituality is just as real as carpentry. It's just as real as fucking quantum mechanics. It's more subtle, it's more real, it's more practical. But we don't know how to detach, which means that we just are running around believing in bullshit all the time. In such a fundamental way. We're shit eaters, we're piss drinkers in the wrong way. We need to learn how to eat our own shit and drink our own piss, not celebrating the fact that we drink and eat other people's shit and piss. That's stupid. That's not a good idea. That's not smart. And Koa glide, do not do as I do as I say. Ignore them, detach from them, don't get involved. Nomadic Russ, you shut your little entitled, arrogant, fucking stingy ass up and you join the Discord server to have a conversation if that's what you want to do. You fuck. Nothing in life is for free.
Yes, my friends, if you want to ask us a question, feel free to send us a donation here on Super Chat. We'll read it out loud for the whole audience to hear, and we'll answer your questions deeply. Worm had a problem, or has a problem with me, it seems, that they're a disciple or follower of you, but they call me a colonizer. Maybe you can explain or expand.
Well, that's a good, yeah, that's a good interval. So that's Shiva Kailash Shambho. This is his YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Rob. I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years. I'm the founder of the Monk Life Meditation Institute. I've got students all around the world. I've got hundreds and thousands of hours of meditation and teaching meditation under my belt. You're looking for a real spiritual teacher? You're looking for somebody who's got the juice? Look over here, because I don't got nothing for you. We're looking for a $50 donation today. Daddy wants an extra pound. Daddy wants a fucking table, a gaming table for me to play Halo Infinite. We're looking for a $50 donation for the guru, for Dr. Rob. You send me a message on WhatsApp. Don't send it here. Don't send it here in the YouTube live stream. Look, this is not for sale. This is not about you, okay? This is not a fucking for sale for you, an advertisement for you. I'm not a monk. And I don't need to live up to some bullshit expectation that you have. This doesn't seem like what I wanted to purchase. What kind of advertising campaign is this? This isn't a fucking advertising campaign, you fuck. If you don't like it, fuck off. If you don't want it, fuck off. What the fuck are you talking about? Your monkhood really comes across, you daft cunts. You're fucking retarded and you're a pussy as well. That's the thing with all these people. I don't have a fucking problem if you don't agree with this kind of stuff or you're against me or something. So fucking come into the Discord server or come and have a conversation about it. Back in my day when I grew up, a man stood behind his words. He didn't just go around saying shit. Rah, 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 rah. Are you a fucking man or are you a fucking punk ass bitch, idiot, retard, loser, stink ass pansy? So come in and have a fucking conversation, you fucking daft cunt. I don't endorse, I don't support all the things that Shiva does. I'm not Shiva's landlord. I'm not Shiva's fucking owner, okay? And he doesn't involve or support with everything I does. We just happen to be friends. you fucking daft cunts. And it's a friendship, it's a friendship too, that's burgeoned recently from more spending time together. What the fuck? That's for me. It says for dad. Who's dad, script kid? Before you say anything, you fucking putting those hands together trying to take my gaff. Who's dad? Who is dad, script kid? He's already got PayPal. It's going to be real fucking easy for him to send that to me. Who is dad, script kid? Who is dad? Script kid. Stop everything, everybody. Who is dad? Is it Dr. Rob or is it Shiva Kailash Shambho? God damn it. Come on, script kid. We don't have all fucking day, you fucking punk. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess we're splitting it then. That's a good donation, though, script kid. You better be on the Discord. And you better fucking get off of Shiva's channel and get to a real fucking guru's channel, a real Nava guru's channel. Get over to Monk Life Meditation. Make your donations over there. I can only take so much, Shiva. You're supposed to be the one getting the $5, $10, $10 donation. When you're going to donate fucking 60 euros, and I've been wanting some euros lately, and I haven't gotten none of them. The best I can get is some fucking Australian didgeridoo doll, kangaroo bucks. $1 is a fucking quarter. I'm from America.
I'll split it with you, Dr. Rob. We'll have some breakfast together. I'll pay for your
yeah,
meals.
all these breakfast offers, and he knows where he's coming to. There's not any fucking resorts, fucking breakfast resorts. I'm gonna be having free breakfasts for the rest of my life. The way that this is going, Shiva. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. He came from heaven to earth to show the way, from the earth to the cross. My debt repaid, from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing. Yo, you're just with Dr. Rob now, baby. You all better run. Now this is Dr. Rob's gaff. Now Dr. Rob's gonna get the donations. Yeah, yeah, my God, yeah, my God, yeah, yeah, my God, yeah, my God, yeah, my God, yeah, my was, yeah, my God, yeah, was, yeah, my God, yeah, was. So when we make an offering, when we make a donation, we're not doing anybody a favor. So get that shit fuck mindset out of your head. We're not doing anybody a favor. We're not doing it like that. When we make a donation, we are practicing a kind of self-sacrifice, practicing a kind of giving up, practicing a kind of letting go. You can see some sense of transaction, like, oh, I've gotten value for this. But when you make an offering, when you make a donation, you're practicing to sacrifice a part of yourself. So it's not about the outcome. You can clean your toilet as an act of generosity. You can clean your parents' toilet as an act of generosity. It doesn't have to have anything to do with money or anything like that. All right? We're looking for big donations, everybody. On Dr. Rob's channel. This guy. All right, Script Kid. Let's make a fucking big difference today. Let's move that decimal point over just one more place. Just one more place, brother, to make a big impact, to make a big shift, to make a big change, to practice self sacrifice in a big way, script kid. But look at that. We got we got a $60. So now Shiva doesn't need to split it. But what we like to do as a part of the sadhana, a part of the spiritual practice here, and you can ask my students, they know all about this practice. We like to move that decimal point over just one more. So I'm going to keep my eyes open for you, script kid. I accept Bitcoin. I accept Lazana. I accept crypto. I accept wire transfers. I accept donations of land and property, and I'll take everything that you got, baby. Whatever you got, I got space for it, baby. I'll send you my account. I'll send you my banking address. No, it's 59.99 euros. It's a heck of a nice donation. It's a heck of a great donation. Sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice yourself. Stop thinking. Practice not thinking.
Yeah, like your teacher said, doing good deeds, and like the Buddha said, doing good deeds. That's the formula for
Yeah,
yeah.
but the thing is that this is a very human, subtle way. So it's not the way that I describe it. It's not the way that Shiva describes it. It's not the way that you describe it. It's not the way that it appears. No appearance will ever fill the emptiness inside of your gut. That hunger, that searching, that seeking. There's no explanation for it. There's no real true identity to be built up out of appearances. Let's say, for example, that Shiva's got to eat, so he needs some fucking money. That Dr. Rob's got to eat, so he needs some fucking money. What the fuck ever? Shiva might have a brain tumor. I might have a brain tumor. This is all that we've got right here and right now. So, this intimacy, this presence, all right, is given space by our willingness to share, period. So, don't pretend to be an expert on things or appearances when things and appearances are illusory. Things and appearances are temporary. It's like trying to rely on the dream that you had last night. It's like trying to rely on your anxiety, trying to rely on your depression, trying to rely on your pleasures that you felt yesterday. It's not reliable. So, whatever perceptions, narratives, notions that you have about what this is are irrelevant to direct experiencing. And if you take someone like Shiva to be your spiritual friend on the path, that's great. Who the fuck cares? If you take someone like Dr. Rob to be your guru, your spiritual friend on the path, or whatever, great. Who the fuck cares? Don't think about anything. And in terms of you, I need to make sure that I'm not being tricked. I need to make sure that I'm not being taken advantage of. Sure, you do. So fucking do that.
Mm. Contency asks, didn't the Buddha teach for free?
Here's a technique I'll show you. I usually charge for sharing this technique, but I'll share it here. May this donation bring a wave of donations. 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 May this donation bring a wave of donations.
May this donation bring a wave of donations. May this donation bring a wave of donations. May this donation bring a wave of donations. May this donation bring a wave of donations. Come on, everybody. We're doing a wave of donations. Everybody's getting inspired. Everybody's getting energized to make donations. May this donation bring a wave of 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 donations. You will donate. I am controlling your mind. 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 You will donate. I am controlling your mind.
Also, before you get into that, Shiva, I am also live streaming in 4K. If you'd like to see more of my body and more of my environment and in higher detail, you can head over to the Monk Life Meditation YouTube channel. Just type in Monk Life Meditation. Pretty easy to fucking type in, a lot easier to type in than fucking Shivlakashlashla Shambho. What the hell do you find his channel? Just go into your YouTube channel, type in Monk Life Meditation. You get to go over there and see me in 4K, and you get to see my community and my followers and my supporters and my students, and you get to see my teachings live and in 4K. And just to answer for Sammy, who said, ayahuasca, what do you think? I think if you are going to use a psychedelic, ayahuasca is one of the good, strong, powerful psychedelics that you can use, but it's very difficult to find a suitable environment and aftercare and different things like that to be made use of. Okay.
Thank you very much for your donations, my friend Rebot. Rebot or Sizer. I'm dyslexic or I can't read. Content City donated $2 asking if you can put on a t-shirt.
I'm going to put a t-shirt up your ass after I put my foot in there like loading a fucking cannon from the 1800s, you fuck. Don't you ever disrespect me with those stingy ass fucking fucking get your money up before you tell me to put on a shirt, Contensity, with that $2 donation.
He asked also if the Buddha taught for free. Well, he did, but lots of people donated, and they donated millions of dollars to him. Donated
That's
land.
true. That's true.
And I would donate
Everything's
to the Buddha.
free. Everything's free here. What's not free, everybody? I can't speak for Shiva, but this is free, baby.
Abundance, Bayagashayama, they will donate. Ayamagashama, they will come and follow Yabashagamana. They will join the Discord server. Ayamagashama. Yeah, Mashaya Bagus, Julia Bas, Julia Bagus, Julia Bas, 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 Julia Bas.
And Walking Water, I'm waiting for a big, major financial contribution from you over on the Monk Life Meditation YouTube channel. $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. Dr. Evil. Oh, I'm a bad guy, am I? I need to be punished. Do I? Punish me, Daddy. Punish me, Mommy. Punish me. Whip me. Spank me. Punish me. And Gilbert, if you were a real man and you really spoke up and you really stood behind your words, then you'd be joining the Discord server, wouldn't you? You fucking How many people have joined? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, that's what I'm talking about, Shiva. That's what I'm talking about. Because there's not that many people who are, already in the Discord. I mean, there might be quite a few, but there's not that many compared to how these numbers have been going up and down, right? Who are already in the Discord and already involved. So out of hundreds, out of thousands of people, only 6 people are interested enough or curious enough to actually go and join the Discord server. You licked blood on my pocket, monk, I know, but it's for Shiva. I don't know what that means. State of Danny, what don't you understand about somebody being more powerful than you? What don't you understand about that? Watch your mouth, watch what you say, watch how you act. I'll dominate you physically, I'll dominate you mentally, I'll dominate you spiritually, I'll dominate you intellectually, and I'll dominate you in a sexual way as well. Not towards you, but I mean as the sexual prowess, sexual status, sexual position, in masculinity,
Ethically.
ethically. That's right. Ethical sexuality. That's what I'm talking about. Of course, we're very ethical people here. The same with Contensity. You got a lot to say here, but you don't have nothing to say on the Discord server, do you? When we turn this live stream off and we hop over onto the 4K video call in the Discord server with high quality audio, you're going to be fucking prancing into your toilet and fucking pissing on the floor, aren't you? And saying, I didn't need to talk with that guy.
Yes, my friends, if you have questions to ask, or if you want to have a speakerphone for me to say something to 34 viewers, send a super chat and we'll read it out loud for everybody to hear.
Also, for my followers, shut the fuck up. If you're one of my students, if you're one of my followers, shut the fuck up and sit there and cross your legs and meditate. How many times do I have to say it? You want me to get fucking angry? You want me to fucking point you out and fucking get on you? Shut your fucking mouth and meditate. That's it. What's the Discord server? Are you on another call? Shut your fucking mouth and meditate. Period. This isn't entertaining enough for you. This isn't interesting enough for you. Just be quiet and meditate. I am in you. You are in me. We are in everything together with everything. So allowing. Okay? Please. Don't waste the opportunity, you pig. And that's speciesism. You know what? I'm fucking done with this. Fuck you, Gilbert.
You made him leave, guys. Why'd you do that? He was nice to you. He was polite to you. Let's read some of your comments. What is Lake Manasarovar water? That is water taken from Lake Manasarovar in the Himalayas, just south of Kailash. It has touched Kailash. It's a mystical lake that has lots of alien activity. It's very spiritually, I wouldn't say spiritually potent, but it's definitely energetically potent water. And please don't buy it because it's going to be really difficult for me to ship. I don't know how I'm going to ship it. But if you buy it, I'm going to have to figure out a way to ship it. Ship water. You're better off buying this on my website. If you're wondering what this is, Dr. Rob needs this desperately. And if you're somebody that's listening to Dr. Rob right now, if you're a student, you need to get him one of these. Okay. So what is this? This is a special type of metal. It's an alloy, or actually this metal is 99% of its kind. I can't share with you the quality of this metal, but if you have any spiritual eyes to see, it's a very dense metal. It's very hard and heavy. It's a heavy metal, you can say, but it's safe, relatively safe for your body. And it's to do with spirituality. It's very, very important for your spiritual growth and spiritual well-being. Okay. Maybe not, science won't say that it's so amazing, but I know it's amazing, and I think it's amazing. Walking Water asks, what is the most important thing you have realized through Dr. Rob? Dr. Rob doesn't care. See, he doesn't care, and I want to not care. I want to not care more. He really doesn't care. He doesn't care more than me, much more than me, and I want to follow in his footsteps. So you need to get Dr. Rob one of these, whoever is watching this, whoever is a supporter, whoever cares about him, because he needs it desperately. And I will explain it to you in deeper, maybe off the live stream. Or where can you find this? You can find this on shivakailash.com. If you can't spell that, I have bad news for you. So it's my first and middle name.com. shivakailash.com, the best website in the world. You'll see why it's the best website in the world. In the world, you'll see why it's the best website in the world because of my front page. And Monk Life says, don't buy anything from this spiritual charlatan. Well, first of all, I'm not a spiritual charlatan. I'm just spiritual. And yeah. So that's what we're doing here. And you should get this as well if you're watching this. Somebody says fake guru. I think I'm going to have to mute this person. This person is causing lots of negativity here. I'm not a fake guru. But yeah, if you're watching this, you should get this as well because it's this very potent stuff. This is going to take your spirituality to the next level. Why? Because we need tools. Spiritual tools are important. So it's a spiritual tool. And maybe you don't need it. So if you don't need it, you have to buy it. Let's see your kissing stone. I don't know what that means. Who is Dr. Rob other than General Man? Yeah. Somebody says, okay. So let's see if we can give you an energy transmission here that will change your life positively for the better. Somebody says, okay. And
You think I'm just gonna fucking sit here and let people abuse me and berate me and talk about my weight like I'm some fucking schmuck? Maitreya Labs, you join Discord right now and I will dismantle your psychology and I will show you what a real fake. I'm allowing me
so
to
Dr. Rob,
be
let's talk about your
me.
weight. What's going on
I'm
there?
allowing me to be free.
Yes, I
I'm
do think that.
allowing my power. I'm allowing
Dr.
my
Rob.
brilliance. I'm allowing my path to clear out before me. I'm allowing everything to just be as it comes to me. I'm shining brightly. That one's for free.
If you're spiritual, can't you just drop your weight?
It's not about not caring. He's trying to say detachment, but he's
Oh, detachment.
yeah, because of not caring, I definitely care. If anybody reaches out to me and says, you know, I'm offended or I'm concerned or I have some questions, then that's great. I'll fucking talk with you about your 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 whatever you think that's serious to you. But people aren't that genuine. People aren't that vulnerable. So the people who could actually call or reach out and say something like that, they won't because they're too lost in their own ego. They're not willing to be vulnerable. They're not willing to be as vulnerable as I am. So fuck them and allow them to do what they do. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Fucking chain everybody's opinion to my identity? That doesn't seem very realistic or tenable. Go
Yeah.
vegan. Everybody go vegan, okay? Simple as that. You don't need to think about it. Just be vegan. What am I supposed to do? That's it. Just be vegan. As I've said to my students before, and I'll say it again, if I'm live streaming, shut the fuck up, don't leave any comments, and meditate. Focus on your breathing. While I'm sitting here acting like a crazy person, you should be listening to a guided meditation from Ajahn Brahm or listening to a Dharma talk from Sadhguru or whatever. Not leaving a comment, Ginger. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, cross your fucking legs together and focus on your breathing and try to meditate. You should be in pain. Okay? You should be in pain. Make yourself be in pain. Sit cross legged, cross your legs in some way, okay? And sit up straight and fucking meditate. That's it. Your comment, your opinion, your interest in this and that can come in a million years from now. Right now, shut up and try to meditate. Try to focus on your breathing. Please.
Or better yet, just do all that and nothing else and just
Yeah, or just listen. Just listen deeply. Okay?
buying a spiritual weight loss management course I have available on my website, shivakailash.com.
I wanna wish you a happy birthday to you. Hey, wayana, hey, neo. Now, let me share something with you because I've got a course that I've been working on for a while. Hold on. Hey, wayana, hey, hey, ana way, oh, hey, ana, hey, nay, oh, hey, ana, hey, ana, hey, nay, hi, ana way, oh, hey, ana, hey, nay, hi, away, oh, hey, ana, hey, nay, hi, away, ana, way, ana, hey, nay, hi, ana way, oh, hey, ana, hey, nay, oh, yeah. Look at the sun shining, wishing you happy birthday. Hey, on our way, oh, hey, on our way, oh, hey, on our hey, nay. Hi, on our way, on our hey, nay. Hi, on our way, oh, hey, on our hey, nay, oh, Look at the sun shining, wishing you happy birthday. Hi on our way, oh, hey on our way, oh, hey on our hey, nay. These are actually some transmissions from the some initiations from the Native American church. They do peyote ceremonies and sweat lodges, so that was actually a big part of my initial spiritual transformation was spending time with the Native American church and going to 3 peyote meetings. So pretty good stuff, pretty deep stuff. They call it the beauty way. Is the mescaline is the main ingredient. We are accepting donations. We are accepting offerings. We are accepting donations and offerings. This is a spiritual ceremony. This is a satsang. This is a spiritual event from 2 people who, for better or worse, are very spiritual about seriously, fucking being free from suffering. So we are accepting the donations through super chat, and we're also offering private counseling, private calls if you want to talk about spirituality. People come in here and say, "Look at the way you're acting. You're so stupid. You're so fucking stupid." Yeah, but I'm a lot more serious about spirituality than you are. Period. By any fucking metrics in the world. And the reason that you wouldn't have a conversation or you wouldn't join the Discord and then join a VC and have a conversation about your concerns, your positions, your questions, etc., is because you fucking know that you don't have anything to actually say to me. And that if you practiced even the littlest bit of authenticity, then I would overwhelm you like a tsunami. Ha ha ha, Matri Labs. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. You think you're spiritual? I was a fucking Buddhist monk for 7 years. I've attended intensive meditation retreats all over the world. I've studied and practiced and lived in spiritual community all over the fucking world for years and years. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. But my opinion of you says otherwise. Who the fuck cares about your opinion? It's just you're playing a just ego game. Ha 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 ha, a con man. Yeah, but you're not initiating or responding in any real way to what I'm saying. So I might be a con man, but you're a disingenuous fucking fake retard that is somehow putting themselves in a lower position of authenticity and openness than what you say is a fake spiritual con man. And then State of Danny, who actually came to my mind when I was saying that, says, "You seem like you don't care, Rob. Join the fucking Discord and have a conversation, you fucking bum." I'll never do that. I'll never do that because, because, yeah. And where has all those years gotten you, huh? As if you can put all of this experience into the box of your bullshit opinion that doesn't know anything about attending intensive meditation retreats, doesn't know anything about being a fucking sannyasin, about being a fucking sadhu, about being a fucking monk in the dregs of India. So I don't have any problem with people disagreeing with me or saying that I'm a loser, I'm a lunatic. I have problem with people being consistently disingenuous and trying to represent themselves as, "I'm thinking about this and this is what I thought." No, you're not thinking about this. You're not being honest, you're not being genuine, you're not being sincere, you're not being in any ways clear about your presence or your position in any way at all. And when we're just watching YouTube and this is just a reality show. We're in a reality show and I'm leaving a comment on a YouTube video. Yeah, that works in that situation. But when you're actually having a conversation, when you're actually putting yourself out there, And when you're actually responsible for other people, you say, fuck no. You say no to those people. You are not allowed to act like that in my sphere of practice and energy and with the people that I'm concerned with. And then someone says, I have a problem with unqualified teachers. Well, you very well may, but you're not qualified. You are not bringing anything to the table about your experience. And the moment that you would be like exposed and vulnerable, and everybody would open up their ears to listen to you and what your experience was, you'd immediately go into, I don't, I meditated in my, you start talking about fucking bullshit, about your opinions and your beliefs about spirituality, instead of being honest enough and generous enough and fucking real enough to say, you know what? I don't fucking know anything about attending meditation retreats. I don't know anything about being a disciple, about living with a guru, about living in spiritual community, of fucking living with monks and nuns for years and years continuously and renouncing sexuality and renouncing having the freedom to do what you want in your life. You don't know anything about it. And then State of Danny, instead of accepting the invitation, Shiva is real, Rob is disingenuous. Why are you at that level? You need to go deeper than that. You need to be realer than that. Or else you'll get fucked by life. And what people don't understand is that I'm extending myself here. It's like mental exercise, okay? And there are repercussions from that. I don't just get to turn this off and then, oh, I'm just going to go and take a rest. No, I'm pushing my mind. I'm exercising my mind. I'm pushing myself out. Okay, this is self-sacrifice. I'm not saying I'm a perfect teacher. I'm not saying that I even have something to teach you like that right now. But this is a certain kind of practice of vulnerability, of authenticity. And yeah, you don't fucking like it because you don't have a relationship with people being authentic. You have a relationship with fucking going to the gas station and some wage slave fucking swiping your card. And all this all these fake positions that people hold. I'm a commenter. I'm leaving a comment. I don't like this. I like this. Here's my opinion. Shut the fuck up and fuck off somewhere else. Go to McDonald's. What are you doing? I think this guy's a loser. Fucking who cares? What are you writing a book? You're waiting for upvotes on your comment? You're being fake. You're being retarded. You're being stupid as shit. You're being a fucking disassociated advertising fucking consumer. That's it. Stop. STOP. Stop and listen deeply. Stop and share deeply. I'm putting myself in danger. I'm putting myself in a position of vulnerability. Okay. Shiva said, I don't care. I care very much. And I know he didn't mean that, but actually, I care very much. I care about people. And it has nothing to do with people giving me money. You have to give me money for me to care about you. I care about everybody here. That's why I'm saying you're acting fucking stupid and retarded, and it doesn't make any sense at all. But we've lost access to common speak, not even to speak about common sense. We don't even know how to use words or listen to words because these people that are just you're not you're not even listening to what's being said. Your cup. We all have a cup, right? We all have a cup that's full of our opinions and our beliefs and our stories and our egos, right? You have a cup full of shit. And it's so full that you can't hear anything, you can't receive anything. And every moment that you just dip out a little bit of your cup and you hear just a little thing that I say, you immediately you put it up to your ass and you move your head to the side so the fucking diarrhea of your opinions and your beliefs can shoot out into the cup. And you say, "Look, Dr. Rob, my cup's still full of shit and there's an opinion flowing out of it."
Wouldn't you say that their comments are also a form of generosity, even if they're weird or bad?
Well, there's a practicality as well. There's a practicality about it, which is what I'm trying to kind of lean into. So it's a practicality of humanness. Like, let's say, for example, yeah, be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's say, for example, that me and Shiva were living together and had a meditation space, a communal living space where people could come and stay. And we get some fucking person that shows up and they shit on the floor. There's no question, is that generosity or not? Because there's a practicality about the communication, about the table, the ground of common speak. And when people go outside of that, you just have to say no. You have to cut that or you have to detach from that. Generosity is all about detachment. And what I'm saying, Contensity, is that it's fine that you hold that view, but you're not present enough. Your thoughts are not congruent enough to even have a conversation, let alone to make a determination about me waking up. Somehow, 7 years of being a Buddhist monk, training with multiple lineage holders in Buddhist fucking enlightenment traditions, attending intensive meditation retreats, living as a monk for 7 years all around the world in monasteries and temples around the world, somehow is just fucking nonsense. There's no value to it. There's no reality to it. Well, guess what? Yeah. And now you show your real face. Blah, blah, blah. Because it may not have meaning to you, but it does have meaning to me. It was my experience. And then we say, no, 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 no. But yet that only works when you're in this fake space of consumerism and advertising and liking and disliking and leaving a comment. It doesn't work in the real world when we actually have to be open enough to respect other people's vulnerability instead of just jumping over somewhere and making a judgment. Because in real community, that doesn't work and everything falls apart and everybody has to go their separate ways. So, what a lot of people here are being confronted by is the potentiality to cooperation, to communication, to offering protection, to sharing resources. So, fuck you and the dumb horse that you rode in on. You don't even have a horse. You're just crawling on the ground in your own shit. I'm enlightened. I'm enlightened. I'm enlightened. I'm spirituality, spirituality, spirituality. It's just bullshit. Do you know what it takes to even begin to knock on the door of enlightenment? It takes sacrificing, being willing to give up your entire body, your entire mind, your entire life. The notion of you, the you that can possess. But somehow, I'm enlightened, but I would never join a Discord call and talk to you because, well, now you've got something for me to talk about. I got you, Dr. Rob. You want me to join that Discord call, don't you? No, I don't fucking want to invite to for you to join the Discord call. You think you're an onigami. You believe you're an onigami because you haven't trained seriously anywhere. You've convinced yourself that you have a level of attainment that's totally conditional to things being the way that you like them to be. It's fake. Your status is fake. That's why you won't join a Discord call because you don't want to be challenged. No, I love people. I love all kinds of different people. I love trolls. I love rebellious people. I love tough people. I love crazy people. I love all kinds of different people. Do I love the person who's trying to torture me or something like that? Not really, but probably they have all kinds of good, interesting qualities.
Strive for peace, the donation says.
Max Munich says, how are you going to deliver a profit to the shareholders by wounding the ego? This is not about making students. This is about opening a bridge or a connection for communication and collaboration.
You want to jump on the Discord call now?
We should try to keep riding it. We should try to stay as long as we can, as much as we can. But we could possibly, we could see if anybody. So let's see. If you're here and you'd like to join the Discord call, please join the Discord server now. We'll probably head over there soon.
Yeah, I agree. People are watching, people are benefiting and supporting. We'll be here as long as it takes. I'm willing to stay up one more night. I haven't slept in 24 hours. But
Faker. He's trying to show off. He's trying to do what Dr. Rob does. There's no proof that he's been up for 24 hours. Let's see the live stream, Shiva.
Oh, yeah,
Prove
actually,
it.
12 hours or 20? No, not 24 hours, 12 hours.
And that listening and that silence is very real. But there's a fear of that uncertainty and that unknowing, that unstimulating. So for me, it's not about like making enemies my friends. It's more like the interestingness of communication that's not one-sided and that's vulnerable and open.
Thank you very much, guys. We will keep it up. Much love to you back. Contensity says that you're handsome now.
Everybody's trying to get a hold of something. What's here for me to get a hold of? What's here for me to understand? What if there's nothing here for you to get a hold of? What if the notion of you holding something is wrong, is incorrect? What if the notion of the reality of yourself, of your opinions, of your views is actually not correct? And this is about being strong. This is about the court of public opinion now, with an even ground. Do I look like I'm trying to defend some part of myself? So the invitation for discord and the invitation for communication is not a shallow one. All right, let me try something else here. Can you do this, Shiva? Try. Let's try together. Let the mind go. Don't try to hold anything. If thoughts are there, they're there. So what? Not identifying with thoughts. You can also say it as not believing in the thoughts. Rather be there with the process of breathing, especially in the navel, the hara, the wisdom chakra. underneath the belly button. Just a little bit of meditation can go a very long way. You can't be spiritual if you don't know how to meditate. You represent your lack of access to meditation through your attachment to opinions and views. Being aware of thoughts, being aware of opinions, but not identifying with them, not holding them, not believing that they're owned by you. Breathing in the hara, breathing underneath the belly button. Belly button area coming in, going out. Bring your awareness to the heart chakra. Inside of the chest cavity. Breathe in through the chest if you can. Feel the awareness in the chest cavity with a quality of listening. Breathing into the heart chakra. Not giving into things, not being involved with trying to meditate, but allowing the presence of awareness to be there in the heart chakra. Bring that awareness up to the eyes. Notice any tension around the eyes. From that noticing of tension in the eyes, go into the seeing faculty. Notice that you cannot see. Notice that you cannot see anything. Notice the emptiness of things in seeing. Notice the impermanence. The impermanence of seeing things. The absence of seeing things. Now bring to the crown chakra, bring to the mind a question. Do you really know if you will ever see anything ever again? With the breathing, the question in the crown chakra, the top of the head, the opening at the top of the head. Answer this question not with thoughts, but bring the questioning to the lack of seeing anything. Relax the whole body as the question of, do you actually know if you will ever see anything ever again? Enters into the vision field. Allow this sense of wonder, of not knowing, to go throughout the body. Relax the sense of the body and mind in this not knowing, in this unsureness. In this wonder. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you, Shiva, for giving this space, sharing this space, allowing me to share the meditation. So we still have some space, everybody, over in the Discord server for people who would like to join the call. So the link is there in the chat. You can see the discord.gg, and you're very invited and welcome to join. And when the live stream finishes, then we'll hop over there. One of the things that you'll have to be a little bit open about with the meditation and with the deepening and with the opening is that it's a process that takes so much time. It takes so much time. So don't idealize any attainment. Don't idealize any experience. Don't, you sit there, you try to, it's good if you do that, but just don't fall into this trap of, okay, when am I going to get it? Really, you practice the meditation and you get the release and relax, and then you learn slowly through that. You intuitively, you develop that real knowledge about what meditation offers, that release through uncertainty. And that's very, then you naturally, you acclimate, and you'll be more concerned, you'll be more interested as the time goes by. So do we have any questions or sharing before we wrap up the live streaming session? Any questions or sharing? And of course, if you can join the Discord server and you can participate with our call.
Om.
Om.
The link that you see here is the Discord link. We're going to go there and we're going to talk on video, you're welcome to join. And it's a good idea just for you to join the Discord because we have a spiritual community there. Talk about spirituality. You can text, you can message. It's a good place to be.
Let's I'd like to finish with a song, with an offering of a song.
Just nothing copyrighted if
All right,
possible.
let me see. Yeah, let me see. Nothing copyrighted. Moguan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na Moguan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na Moguan Shi Yin Sa Na Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na 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 Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na Mo Guan Shi Hosanna Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na 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 Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa Na Mo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa. All right. Well, thank you so much, Shiva. And I'll leave it to you to give some final words. But I'll just say for myself in the end, if you want to correct the connection through Discord, you can click the link down below. You can also find my meditation channel where I live stream in 4K, which is just called Monk Life Meditation. You're welcome to come by and see all the crazy stuff we have going on over there. And thank you so much, Shiva, for this opportunity and this time together. And I hope we'll be able to make this a more regular thing, not just for ourselves and for each other, but for the community as well. Okay. Thank you, Shiva. See you soon.
Thank you very much. God bless. Thank you, my friends, for listening, staying tuned. Thank you for your generosity, and we look forward to seeing you in the Discord. That's where we're going to go right now. If you want to book a call with me, one-on-one, face-to-face, on video, you can go to shibakailash.com, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and make videos every day. I go live every day, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Stay blessed, my friends. All the best to you. Wish you the best of luck and good fortune and blessings. Positive prana, good karma, and all the wonderful things in life. Stay blessed and take care. Shiva Shambho.